Hi everyone, I'm back. Hello. So I have a lot of paint left over from yesterday, and I thought I'd do some little ones on photo paper. I have my camera set up over there, and I can do some macros. And I thought I'd do a couple of macros and put them on the. Ooh, that's gone thick. That is a little thick. But I thought I'd do some giveaways so that everyone can download them. I thought that'd be nice. This stuff did go thick during the night. That is really thick. Look at that. That is really thick. Okay, so I have some white. This is Winsor & Newton. Put that on there. Ooh, don't mess up all the paper. Just keep two. That's it. And then a little bit of the orange. A little bit of that turquoise because it's so pretty. A little bit of the green. Now I have a lot of testing to do today. A lot. Because I still have another medium that I have to test. Ew, that's not so nice. That's not so pretty. But let's see what happens. Lots and lots of cells. That is kind of pretty. And I'm not sure if you can pick it up. Let's see. That is really, it does sell a lot. I'm gonna see what it looks like under the camera. Ooh yeah. But I'm not sure I have enough light for my camera set up. It's just next to the iPad. It might work. So we'll see. So I took a picture of this part here, which is really pretty. And this one, let's see here. If there's anything interesting. And you know, when you do macros, you really want to, you know, really zoom into something really small. And the best way to determine if it's something that you really like is to put it under the camera and just, you know, see through the viewfinder if it's something you really like. I'm going to keep these two. Okay, I guess a lot of you are wondering if the cells dried up exactly like I poured them yesterday. So I'm going to get my big one. Now this is the one I did yesterday. Here you can see the cells. And the definition in the cells is perfect. As you can see, only the middle, if you can you see where it's really shiny? The middle is still a little wet, but here the sides are totally dried. And I did put a little bit of glitter on there. You can't pick it up really well, but when you just look at it, you know, in real life, you see it. But as you can see, those cells are really tight and beautiful, so that's okay. And this one that I did, as you can see, this one is dry. See, it's not shiny anymore, so this is dry. Only the back is still wet. So, but as you can see, it kept the cells perfectly. And this is all the Winsor & Newton. And this one that I did, as you can see, it kept the cells perfectly. And this one, which was so different, I just wish you could really see the colors, because these veins are really orange, but on here they're just a little bit more brown, but believe me, they are really orange and they're almost fluorescent, and it's really a pretty picture. So I'll put these away, and I'm going to try to do that again, but I think I'll need a little bit more pouring medium. Just a little bit more. And put some in here. Just a tiny bit, just to make it more fluid. There it is. Okay, let's start with some white. And the green. And the orange on top. And I'd like to swipe it. Ooh, you're not getting in focus much. There you go. I'm doing it really carefully. And I'll hold it up while I torch it. I've got to clean that off anyway. Okay, let's see. That's how this stuff sells. It's amazing. Now let me see under the lens. There, we've got a picture. And this is the cute part here with the really thin veins in it. But I'm going to swipe it. We'll squish it just once like that. And let's pull it apart like that and see what happens. That is crazy. That's kind of crazy. That's cool. We'll keep that. Nah, that's not interesting at all. So we'll just put these away, and then I'll do one pour. Oops. Okay, like when I was mixing this up yesterday, what I saw was when I put white into the blue, something really funny happened. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So I have a little one, and I have to go small because this is all I have left of that new stuff. See, just a little bit. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to break out in tears when it's when it's empty. Yeah. Okay. Now, what I have is, this is Vallejo, and this is the blue, the really dark blue. And what I wanted to do is something different. So there's no dimethicone in this blue. And there is a tiny little bit of spray silicone, the one I used, you know, way back in the beginning. I put a little bit of spray silicone in this, hoping that'll, you know, with a lot of mixing, that'll get into the paint. Then what I wanted to do is suck up this white and that takes a little bit of time, but I can suck it up. Okay, we got a lot of it in here. Now I've been selling these in my shop, these syringes. If they get clogged, all you have to do is put a really little piece of wire down there, and you can just open them up again, because I've been using these for at least 6 months. So you can really get them cleaned up if you have to. Now I'm putting in white, but I'm putting it in, see that? So you don't see, oops, there a little bit came out. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it on here to see what happens. Wow, oh, did you see that? That was amazing. That was really cool. Wow, oh, this is going to be fun. When I torch this, this is going to be fun. Look at that. And there's all sorts of things happening. Where are my little palette knives? Where did I leave you guys? Look what's happening. And make it go down there. I'm gonna do the sides though, really quick. Oh wow, look at that. All sorts of stuff happening. Is that pretty? Oh, I think it is. A little bit down here. Is that covered? Yeah. This is covered. Here I need a little bit. It's dripping all over my hands. Look at that. Oh, I almost don't want to torch it. It's so pretty. I'm blowing on it. Look at that. You know I'm going to torch it. You know I'm going to do it. But I'm going to do it differently. Oh, it's still growing. Can you see that? That is so beautiful. Ooh, I don't want to torch it anymore. Nope. Because I just want it to grow. And look how beautiful it is. I see 1 or 2 little bubbles, which I do want to, just one. So if you wind back the video and you go back and forth, you'll see this stuff just grow. I'm not going to torch it. I think this is really, really something beautiful. And just 2 colors. All I had was white and this beautiful dark blue, and look what happened. Now, if you want to do this, you'll have to wait for the new pouring stuff. A lot of people have asked me, you know, what is it? Look at it grow. It keeps growing, and I'm not going to do anything to it because I'm going to make some macros of this because it's so funny. Okay, a lot of people asked me about the stuff, and they said, yeah, you teased us enough. Tell us what it is. I can't tell you what it is because it's new. It's totally new, and it's not in the shops yet. It doesn't have a name yet. And maybe we can come up with a good name for this stuff, like pouring medium ultra or something like that. But they have to give it a different name. So I'm not sure how they're going to name it, but this stuff is, this just brings pouring to the next level. That's a thing with sure. This brings it to the next level. I should have not really torched this because that's what brought that and that out. I shouldn't have torched it. I think I'll do another one, maybe later today, but well, it sort of is nice, that thing there. But can you see how it's all still moving and growing and doing its thing? So that's pretty awesome. So the blue has no silicone at all. There's only 2 drops, no, 1 short spray. 1 short spray of the silicone out of the can. This one. So if you have silicone blaster or something else, anything in one of those spray things, that's what I had in here, and it just bloomed. So what I did was I had the solid color and the white I put in with the syringe, made sure it didn't come to the top before I put it on the canvas. Whoops, don't fall down. But this is crazy looking. I love it. So we'll just keep this like it is. That's it. Now, I don't have a name for this stuff yet because I'm still in the test phase, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the market real soon because it's so amazing. And I'm going to put this away. I'll show you this later on today, how this turned out. I shouldn't have torched it. That really burns my rear. Okay, we'll put this away. We can always do another one later. I still have some of that stuff left. So now I have some leftovers, and I'm gonna try and do something cool with it. So let's scoop this up a little bit. I'm sorry my videos are a little bit longer than you're used to, but because I'm sort of testing and doing all kinds of stuff with this new medium, you know, you just have to do a lot of stuff with it to see what happens. Let's see. What I have discovered is that depending on the color, you will also get different cells. So, like you have when I do these colors, the orange and the turquoise and the green, you get these spidery sort of cells. And I'm not seeing them in here, but this all by itself is already really beautiful. Just getting rid of the excess paint. And I'm going to put a little bit on here. And pull it down. See what that does. See, these go a little bit more jaggedy, but it really depends on the colors. So when you're experimenting, don't keep experimenting with the same colors all the time, because, you know, another color combination will give you different cells. Just gonna fill that up a little bit, that I don't have any holes in it, because I really like what's going on here. That's pretty. That's it. It's sort of like China when I look at it. That's kind of cool. I will from now on, when the videos are longer and they're just me, you know, playing around with paint, I will put that in front of the video. I will number it and then put experiments, so that, you know, if you don't like this kind of videos, you can just skip those videos, because I'm sure some people won't really be into this kind of pouring. But it is really pretty, so I'm going to keep this. What I am going to do, though, is, because this is going to be used for jewelry, I am going to put something on it. I'm also testing some new glitter. Look at that. Is that cool or what? A little shaker thing. That's just enough. Maybe here on the side a little. That's really pretty. When I put this in a pendant, you'll be amazed how beautiful that is. See how it sparkles? And when you just look at it, you don't see the sparkle, but when you turn it, it does sparkle. That's cool. Okay, I'll put it away. The other one's still pretty, but I do regret torching it a little. That's just me, because I'm just one big torch junk. I just torch everything I see. Okay, just a little bit more off the table. And a little bit of white on top. I'm gonna see that I can cover this in one go. There we go, and let it come down here. That's it. Oops, gotta give it some gas. Now I'm going to let it all come to the middle. See that? And pour it off. And look how pretty that is. That is beautiful. I love it. I'll put glitter on it later. Just do one more. I'm so covered in paint, look at that. So one more scoop, and I will do a squish. So scooping it all up. Ooh, that is pretty too. Look at that. Somehow for the jewelry, sometimes I like the really circular cells, but sometimes I really think this is more beautiful, where it goes all droopy and swirly and goes all the way around, and it's just very organic, I guess. That's the word I was looking for. But in this one there's a little bit too much blue. So I'm gonna try and put in some more white. Look at those cells. They just want to sell. It just keeps selling this stuff, you know. Every time you swipe it, it just comes back and you can torch it again and again and again, as long as you don't do it too long, because when you torch too long, there'll be a skin on top, and then you can't do this because the skin will break. I like it like this. Let's make it move down a little bit that way. That is pretty. Look at that. This really is pretty. I love this. Okay guys, I'll stop this video. It's almost 30 minutes of me just playing with paint. But like I said, from now on, when I do a lot of experimenting and a lot of swipes and a lot of squishes, I'm going to put in front of it, just after the number, I'll put experiments, and then you know that it's that type of a video, okay? So see you all later, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos today. So later!